Hello ladies and gentlemen, today I am going to bring to you a theory, which means don't take a single word of it without a grain of salt, because it's all nonsense and ridiculous until proven. But at least I have some evidence. Might not be proof, but it's evidence, and that's what we're going with. Zip up your socks and tie your pants, because it's gonna be a bumpy ride. I have spent years, decades, possibly minutes, constructing this theory, and now I'm ready to divulge it to the public. This is what the big studios don't want you to know, so I'm going to tell you. Cinematic universes. Marvel has been the king of them for about 10 years now, and DCEU has their movies, if you want to call them that, except Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman was great. Warner Brothers has their MonsterVerse with King Kong, Godzilla, and all of that, and Universal has had an idea for their Dark Universe, which was dead on arrival. Rest in peace. What I'm going to tell you today is a whole new cinematic universe that was established in 1997. Well, at least that was when the final clue was given to us. Yes, that's right. The cinematic universe I'm about to tell you about has actually been there since way before Marvel hit their stride. Let's get into it. Jurassic Park, King Kong, Godzilla. Alright, that's it. That's the video. Like and subscribe if you wait 1 minute. Now, I know what you're thinking. Steven, you're weird. Why did I click this thumbnail? Your videos are awkward, you're talking to a camera by yourself outside. There's a lot of noise everywhere. You're right. That's accurate. Yes, I'm suggesting that Jurassic Park, King Kong, and Godzilla all exist in the same universe. Will my theory blow your mind? Absolutely not. You're probably better off clicking one of these recommended for you videos down there. Now, go ahead and do that so you don't waste the next couple minutes of your life. If not, you're stuck with me, and here we go. The year is 1933. The Depression is depressing. Bonnie and Clyde are rampaging through Texas. Nazis are rising to power. Spider-Man Noir is a thing. My grandfather is born, and one of the greatest movies of all time came out, King Kong. He ruled the world. This giant ape would go on to be in not one, not two, but more than 5 live-action films. One of the largest stars of the silver screen, he changed the way people saw monster movies. He became the king of brand new genre and style of cinema. Let's fly ahead to 1954. Marilyn Monroe married Joe DiMaggio. The words "under God" are added to the American Pledge of Allegiance. Burger King opens in Miami. And Godzilla rampages through Tokyo in a big screen movie that has terrified and thrilled audiences for years. As the father of all kaiju, Godzilla has 30 movies under his impossibly massive belt. Oh, and yeah, this one happened. Like it or not. Which I do. Don't at me. Now, these two characters have interacted in the past, and they are going to interact again in the future in 2020, which I'm extremely excited for. But Jurassic Park? Now I know what you're thinking. Steven, Jurassic Park isn't related to everything Calm Down and Grow Up, and my answer to that is no. You can't make me. Hear me out, ladies and gentlemen, and I will prove why Jurassic Park is connected to these two films if you will pay attention to this clip right here from Jurassic Park 1993.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
What do they got in there, King Kong?
Yes, Ian Malcolm references King Kong, which could mean one of two things. One, he's referencing the actual giant gorilla, therefore King Kong is connected to the Jurassic Park universe. But we know that's not necessarily true, so we look at the second possibility, which is King Kong was a movie that was made in that universe, just like it was made in our universe in 1933, so he's referencing an old movie, which would not be out of character for someone in a movie to do, because they do that sometimes in movies. So, since that's not proof that these all exist in the same universe, let's look at the second clip that I have here from The Lost World Jurassic Park 1997. Alright, did you miss it? It was right there. How did you miss it? It was plain as day. Alright, fine. Here it is. Yeah, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. This is the SS Venture, which is the ship that you may know took the main characters of King Kong to Skull Island in King Kong 1933 and 2005. Okay, so fine. Jurassic Park exists in a universe where King Kong movie was a thing, so they named the ship the Venture off of the Venture in this old movie. It's not like that would be that out of place either, but I have one more piece of damning evidence, so check it out. Oh, we're done. Okay, that's it. I wasn't clear? Fine. Okay, I'll explain, since that's why you're here. So, we see a Japanese man running away from a giant reptilian animal crashing through a city. Where have we seen that before? That's right, Godzilla. Now, that just could be a coincidence, right? Japanese man running away from a giant reptilian animal in a city? Sure, that could be coincidence. In fact, that's exactly what it is. It was a throwaway joke thrown in by the, director, writer, whatever it was. But what this man says is not a coincidence. What he says, roughly translated, because I use Google Translate like a loser, what he says in Japanese, translated to English, is, "We left Tokyo to get away from this." So what this is he talking about? Well, you could say a couple things. One, a reptilian animal crashing through a city. Well, yeah, that could be it. So I looked deeper into the vast news networks of 1997. No, I just kind of Googled events in Tokyo in 1997. Nothing. There's pretty much nothing if you don't count this one episode of Pokemon that gave hundreds of kids seizures when it aired in Tokyo. Aside from that, there was nothing that would be related to a giant T-Rex crashing through the city in Tokyo in 1997, at least not in our universe. However, in the movie universe, this man, designed as a throwaway joke, has serious concerns about a giant animal crashing a city, which is what he ran away from by moving to the United States. If a threat is big enough and bad enough to move away from the United States, it's definitely real in this universe. Therefore, hear me out. Godzilla is real in this universe. Since we already know that Godzilla and King Kong have interacted before, we know that they exist in each other's universes. Therefore, King Kong exists in these universes. Which means the SS Venture is the same SS Venture, and Ian Malcolm is referencing the actual event with the giant gorilla in 1933, because let's face it, if a giant gorilla broke out in New York City in 1933, it would make the newspapers. He's referencing an actual event, like I would reference Harambe. I would never reference Harambe. But that's just a theory.
Chaos here?
I'm sorry, that was bad. You can forget I said that if you want, because I plan on it. Alright, see you in the next video.